understand.
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
This is not enough. People are willing to take the risk. It's sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
Go in the glove, pull out the gun, pull down the face mask, make some love. Got four best friends right till the end. Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. Four best friends right till the end. Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. Why never scheme it to get me in? I love you, I love you. All my friends, we love to sin. Let us in, just let us in. All juiced up with big old grins. Now let us in, just let us in. All my friends, we love to sin. Let us in, let us in. All juiced up with big old grins. Now let us in, let us in.
Friends, the time for mediocrity and broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you were tuned in to the Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock. I'm online at TonyJones.org, on the Facebook, facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, and, of course, on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me. Strangers with Knives is who you've just heard from. Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show. Some local music for you. We have almost 99% local music for you, but we have a few tracks to kind of throw in there and pepper out the set list this week. Again, I want to thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me. Busy week for your old pal Tony Jones, and I'm not one to complain, and I'm not one to bellyache, but we'll talk about that in just a bit. And it was great to see this past week Tony Jones and the Cretin 3. We played some shows, and it was great to see other band members out at the show. So I want to talk about that in just a bit. A few events coming up. I want to talk about that in just a bit. And as I mentioned, we'll pepper that all in with some of the best local music around. I'm going to talk about the shows I played this week and their culinary connections. I noticed a little bit of a trend when I'm out gigging. So I'll talk to you about that in a bit, because I know a lot of folks also listen to this show that love the hospitality. They love the local food and restaurant scene. And I noticed, I've talked about it on the show before, but I've noticed a little, there's a connection for me, which I just picked up on. But before that, let's go down. Let's hear from, they're currently on tour. We're going to hear from the Misfits. This is off the remastered Project 1950. You're the Devil in Disguise right here on The Tony Jones Show.
You cheated, you schemed, half the cocktails out in Buckeye Lake. For my family and friends, don't be late. Hanging out in the sun, do it all day long. Slamming cocktails out in Buckeye Lake. Take me down south where the blue agave grows. Take me down south where the blue agave grows.
A little Blindside Thunder right here on the Tony Jones Show. Blue Agave, the name of that one. Before that, we heard from the Misfits, as I mentioned, currently on tour. You're the Devil in Disguise off of the remixed Project 1950. Tony Jones here, online at TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Now, as I mentioned, played some shows this past week, and as I mentioned, I'm not one to bellyache. I'm not one to complain. But the fact that I stand before you, or actually sit before you behind this very microphone, is a shocking one, because not only did I put 50 hours plus in at my day job, not only did I do a couple nights of broadcasting, not only did I do my finals, I also played 2 off-night shows. We played on Tuesday and Thursday this past week, and of course, all the long-suffering musicians out there know that you get out there, you get out of the club maybe around 1 o'clock, and if you're me, you get to bed around 2 a.m. and then wake up somewheres around 4 a.m. So as you can imagine, yesterday was just a crash day for me. It was a Netflix day for me, which very rarely happens for me, but man, was I friggin' exhausted. However, the shows were a blast, and you just heard from Blindside Thunder. Those guys came out to see us on Thursday night at FET, and then my good friend Doug, who is in Black Vendetta and in the newly formed Wolfman Chuck and the Brimstone Boys, he came to check us out this week. Also, Crimson from Absinthe and Motif Magazine, he came to check us out this week. So big shout out to all the local band members that are out there supporting other local bands. Now, as I mentioned before, and actually DJ Psycho Eddie's in studio from My Night Out Radio, and he might be able to weigh in on this connection. So what I've noticed is that, Eddie, I have a culinary matchup when I'm out there playing shows. So for FET, anything at FET, and by the way, we graduated on Thursday night. We played in the big room. We played in the ballroom.
I have played the ballroom a few times at
so
FET.
If I'm at FET, it's Oneyville, New York System hot wieners.
Of course.
You can actually smell them from said club.
If while they're loading out, if you're on stage and they open that back door, you can smell the wieners.
And it attaches to you. Now, if it's Firehouse 13, I love me some Crown Fried Chicken.
Okay, I can see the Crown Fried Chicken. I usually make the stop over at Scurvy for Poco Loco.
Yep. If it's Simon's, and I'm a big supporter of mostly local music, mostly local small businesses and local culinary establishments, but if it's Simon's, I got to say, I hit IHOP 24 hours a day. No matter what time I get out of Simon's, IHOP is waiting for me.
Now, you see, I avoid IHOP just because of the whole, I've been going there for years, and ever since the best waiter/waitress in the world, Chuck, was waiting on me at Bickford's, I cannot do breakfast food that often when I get out of a gig or show. Or
it's not the same.
No, it's not. breakfast food is for Sunday mornings when you're still hungover after the